Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be testing out the various weapons from Space Engineers. Let me rephrase that, the various rifles from Space Engineers. As I'm curious, does distance matter when it comes to damage output? So I have here 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100 meters marked out. And I've got turrets and blocks. Mostly I want to test and see how many rounds from each gun does it take to destroy or disable a turret. And by disable, where the flames come up and it's no longer trying to eat your face with bullets. So I've got the MR20, which is the basic rifle that you usually start out with, or one of the first basic ones you can make. The MR8P, which is the precision rifle. The MR850, or the MR50A, which is the fully automatic rifle. And then the MR30E, which is the elite rifle. The elite rifle has the precision sights on it, so does the precision rifle, whereas the regular MR20 has the iron sights as well as the rapid fire rifle. Now for the rapid fire and the 3-round burst, I am going to try to take those a little bit slower so as not to completely throw things off, because as you can tell with this rifle, if you start shooting, it starts raging and it's going to go straight up into the air. So if I go too fast, it's kind of going to destroy the whole point of what I am trying to do. I am in creative mode. I figured that would make things easier to design my little shooting range here, and it's easier to get things fixed up. So that's at 100%. Make sure this is a... So I actually recorded, this is my second time to record this, because the first one didn't have any audio. So it had me playing, it had me shooting, but it didn't have any of the bangs and the booms, and that's kind of boring. So, alright. Let's go down here. So I kind of have an idea of how many it's going to take, but let's do this and see if what I did last time matches up to this time. So here is the MR20. That's 20. That's 40. That's 60. That's 70. That's 74, which is exactly how many it took the time before. And if anybody just heard the loud crash in the background, that would be one of my cats getting into the trash, because she likes to be a trash panda some days. And so yeah, it's a little... She's a little, probably like 10-pound calico cat that likes to get in my trash and eat anything she can find. She loves chicken. Alright, so now we're going to go to the 20 meter mark and see how this does. That's 20. That's 40. That is 60. $70 and $74. Let's go out to the, I believe that is my 50-yard line, 50-meter line. There we go. That's 20. That's 40. 74. Alright, now we are at the 100-meter line. That's 20. $70, $74. So as you can tell on that one, distance doesn't matter. It's going to do the same amount of damage whether you're at right below the turret at 5 meters or way far away at 100. Now eventually I'll probably build out the other direction because I got plenty of space out here. Build out and go way out here to where I'm at, like, I don't know, 200 meters and see if that affects it. I really don't think it will, but I don't know. Maybe 100 meters isn't the magic number to cause damage to decline. Maybe it's further. So next we're going to do the MR8P. It only has 8 rounds. It is the precision rifle. So let's see how many this one takes. That's 8. 16. 24. 32. That's 40. 46. And that does match up to the last test I did, so let's see. There's 8, and this is the 20. That's 16. 24. 32. 40. 46. So let's move out to the 50. 8. 16. 24. 32. 40, not 50, 40. 46. I like shooting and starting with a fresh magazine, so. And now we are at the 100. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me over there. It just says online. I guess I'm too far away for it to tell me 100. But here's at 100. That's 8. 16. 24. 32. 40. 46. So 46 for the MR8P. Not too bad. That is quite a bit different from the first rifle, which was 74. Now we're down to 46. next up now, let's go to the MR50A, which is the rapid fire rifle. And like I said at the beginning, I am not going to rapid fire this because it will take me all over the place. So here we go. There is 50. $60, $70, $80, $90, and I hit the wrong button. 93, roughly 92, 93, somewhere in there. Hit the wrong button. Let's go over here to this one. So in my last test, it was 92 rounds. I think that one took 93, but I did reload and kind of threw myself off. So let's go out to the 20 meter mark. That is 50. $60, $70, $80, $90, $92. Fell off my platform. Oops. All right, now let's do the 50. There's 50. There's 60. 70. 80. 90. 92. And for the 100 meter, that's 50. $60. 70. 80. 93, so I might have missed one, but all these others were 92. In my previous testing, it was 92. So either I miscounted or I threw one, so 92, 93 for that last one, which is consistent with all the others. And so now we will, well, first I need to heal up everything. There it is. Now for the final rifle, which is the MR30E, which is the Elite 3-round burst. So let's see how much damage, or how long it takes to make this one, this turret inoperable. So that would be 30. That's 60. 70. 79. And that does match up to my previous test. Alright, so now let's go to the 20-meter turret. That's 30. That's 60. That would be 70. $79. Let's go out to the 50 meter turret. That would be 30. That would be 60. $70. And now for the 100 meter. I really wish that LCD display over there would work, or that text display. Alright, so the turret at 100. That's 30. That would be 60. $70. Alright, I might have thrown one a minute ago. I went to scratch my face and move my mouse. Alright, so consistently at 79 on these others. I think 80 on that one, so I probably will around. So, just to kind of go back and regroup on how many it took. So for the MR20, it was 74. For the MR8P, it was 46. For the MR50A, it was 92. And then for the MR30E, you are looking at 79. So, to me, I would rather use the precision rifle, even though it has only 8 shots, does a higher damage output and doesn't kick around as much when you're trying to shoot. I guess the second best would be the second best would technically be the MR20, but I don't like the iron sights. So that's where the Elite comes in with the iron sights. So each one kind of has a little bit of balance where your basic rifle does mediocre damage but has the iron sights. Your precision rifle does high damage but has a very, very low ammo count as far as how many rounds you have. Your rapid fire has a lot of rounds but does very little damage. And then your Elite rifle is kind of a balance between all. You have the precision, you have the rounds, you have 30 to 3-round burst, but the damage isn't like it is with the precision rifle. It's a little bit lower, so you don't do as much. But it's kind of like I said, it's kind of, to me, that's the balance with the Elite rifle is medium damage, but you have the precision, easier to aim. So I do plan on, like I said, I plan on expanding this out. I also plan on throwing on some turrets and testing out the turrets as far as, you know, turret against turret, and, you know, the damage. Yeah, you can see right there, right? Just some bullets. But with the turrets, I plan on looking to see, does it matter, you know, as far as distance goes? Is it going to be the same like the rifles, where whether you're right there in front of it or 200 meters away, you're going to do the same damage? And then between the turret and just the actual gun itself, so instead of having a, you know, a ship with turrets, with these Gatling turrets, if you actually have the Gatling gun, is that going to do more damage? And kind of test it out there, but I'll have to set up another one of these shooting ranges for that, or I may use this one for some of it. So hopefully you like this video. If you do, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I do have a survival series also going on. It is on episode 2. Episode 3 should be released next week. So like and subscribe if you're interested in watching that.